Good morning, everyone. We have made it. I was worried. Dawn, go Team Berry. This year I caught some sakura in Kagawa, Ehime, and Osaka. Wow, 3 different locations. Hello, Valik. Go Team Berry. So, I was kind of afraid because after coming back from Fukushima, Tokyo was rain all day, almost every day. So I was worried that it would have washed all the cherry blossom away. But luckily, we will still have cherry blossom. We are already seeing some leaves, so I couldn't wait until the regular Sunday live stream because Sunday will be raining. I think tomorrow also will be raining again. So I didn't even want to risk it at all. Let's take a look at that. Let's do find where is Sherry today, because I didn't give away exact location of where I am and the thumbnail and the title. Look at that view. So I'll give you some hints. The boats are also some hints, I guess. You can ride a boat, but there was a very long line, so if you want to wait you can. But can you tell where it is? Oh, already Kirsten, you got it. Wow, that's, oh, and Dawn. Chidoriga Fuji, very good. So last year I caught a little bit of cherry blossom, I guess. No, I was in Tokyo last year. I came to Tokyo around the end of March, I guess. And then I stayed until the end of, wait, Golden Berry! Where is Cherry? So last year, I don't think I did any like Sakura live stream or anything. Did I do that? I don't think so, because like I was afraid I'm gonna get caught in a very crowded area like this. Today it's Friday and it's 11 a.m. but look at how many people we have today. This is not too bad. There seems to be doing like one-way street type of thing. So if you come from that way, you stick with this road, and then to come back you would use this road. But I guess that's one-way thing. It's only on the weekends, but still it's just, it's many people. But still, I have a fine signal, and then I haven't bumped into anyone, so that's good. And just look at that whole cherry trees. So I was expecting a little less than this, but still it's impressive. So last year, I'm going back and forth. So last year I caught a little bit of cherry blossom, like kind of like the end of the season. So not like this, but more like with some leaves and everything in Meguro River, because Meguro River is very famous for cherry blossoms. And so I just went, I'm pretty sure I needed to do something there, like, oh, you know what, I'll go a little early, and I would get some like cherry blossoms, whatever left over, right? But Meguro River was actually smaller than I thought it would be. And every year, if you go to Meguro River on the weekend, you cannot move. You can't. Like if you get stuck in the crowd, you can only just like stand still there, or like you try to, you know, move along with the crowd, but you can't get away, you can't escape. And so I can't live stream like that. So I was like, you know what? And I was gonna, like, I was checking the weather forecast for this weekend, and it was going to be rainy. I was like, oh. And I'm glad that I came here today because it's already falling. So, and then you can see some leaves, which means it's a little, this is probably the last. Hey Tennessee, go Team Berry. haven't stayed here all in a while. Can't stay long because we had a bad weather coming. Oh wow, so funny stay. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Stay safe. Yeah, I did the short live stream, like 30-minute live stream, the vertical one last week from Fukushima. I was snowboarding with Norm. So that was like a very quick one, and especially on the mountain, you don't have much, much signal. So, but I am back in Tokyo, so we can get some the last minute Sakura. The wind is getting a little strong, and then the rain from tomorrow will probably wash those away, sadly. I couldn't believe that the weather will be this bad until I came to Tokyo, because in Ehime, I don't think I ever missed Sakura season. It's not like at the end of Sakura season, sure, we have like some rain and then it's just wash all of them away, but we have a decent almost 2 weeks, like 10 days to 2 weeks to go out for Hanami and take some pictures and things like that. But it says here that every year that as soon as cherry blossom bloom, the weather goes south and it's get cold and so like rainy, and you just miss the opportunity to just walk around and enjoy the weather and the spring and the warmth and the pretty little cherry trees. But it's true, as soon as they, like last time that I tried to do Sakura live stream, when I was trying to look for some Sakura, they have been doing like Sakura festival and whatnot in many different places. But then when I try to look up, because they have like a live streaming, like live streaming videos on like YouTube or website. And Trevor, thank you so much for the is it popcorn? Yeah, live stream now. John, go to Mary, welcome. I didn't want to miss this Sakura, so I decided to move the regular Sunday live stream to Friday, because Sunday this will be gone. This is the last chance to see some cherry blossom. So hello. So I think I made a really good choice of picking up this place. This is Chidoriga Fuji Park. You can, I'm gonna cut through, I'll be bold and cut through. Here you can also get on oh, there's no one. Get on a little boat as well, like that. Of course, there's a long line, or you might want to pre-register. If you want to do any activities in Tokyo, especially during season, Ohio James, go Team Berry, you might want to check online and then get a ticket way before. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting in line for like 5 hours. So I'm pretty sure these are kind of white. The flowers are kind of white. So I'm pretty sure this is the Sakura the Japanese people like the most or talk about the most. So the kind is Somei Yoshino. And there are also many other kinds as well, and they come in different types of pink. So Somei Yoshino start with like kind of pale pink. And James! Hi James, thank you so much for the super chat. You should come to Fukuoka at Maizuru Park Maizuru Park. There are so many white cherry blossoms. Okay, so that's I think a Somei Yoshino. I guess I might check that out. But the Somei Yoshino start with like pale pink and then gradually it becomes white. So now it's kind of falling, so they are a little closer to white, I guess. There are some like lower tree branches, so I want to see if I can get some close up. See? I want to go even further. Look at that! So the petals are almost all white, and the inside is a little pink, I guess. I don't know if you can see here, but the difference between Sakura and the Ume palm is that the shape of the petal. So Sakura has a, I don't know if there's any fallen ones on the ground that are not stepped on. I want to show you, like if you see it as like, oh that's true, because like you guys all have seen a Sakura icon and you know all that. Do you think they will be all gone by the 9th of April? I'm pretty sure that they will be gone, at least half of it. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing the live stream today. Maybe I found one. So if you take a look at the petal, this is one petal, and then on the edge can you see like a little slit? So this is Sakura. So if it's Japanese plum, then there is no slit here. So that's how you can tell if it's Sakura or not. Cause like even for Sakura, and Keith, thank you so much for the super chat. Wish I was there. I know. So that's why I wanted to move up my live stream schedule. I can show you what a beautiful Sakura is. Gonna continue forever and ever, and then like you just are gonna get tired of it. It's just so great. And the good thing about this place is that well, you can kind of do ohanami. Like there are some benches, so you can bring some like onigiri and stuff, but it's not like you can spread picnic blankets. Oh, we can see some views over there as well. That's a really nice swan boat. Whoop. Water. That has a little bit noisy. In Japan, public drinking is allowed, so it's a little bit, you know, tough to kind of walk around and just. I like that. It's very pretty. The connection is still weak. Oh, it's gone! Yay! I'm connected. So that means, for one, I can walk around, I can move around, and then two, more than 100 different types. Yeah. Maybe way too many people. Oh, maybe we're fine. We're going back and forth, So I think they were doing some entrance ceremony in Budokan earlier for some universities, and I think they are done, and now we got a sudden influx of people from there, and we have to deal with this no matter what kind of phone signal that you have. This is unavoidable, Well, that's not one of the reasons why, like, you know, when we have some sort of natural disaster, especially some places crowded like Tokyo, and everyone's phones die, right? And that's why we need to get a landline. And I don't know if anyone knows, but I didn't know either. But there is a app called Line. It's kind of like WhatsApp, and but that doesn't use a phone signal, and that's like an internet phone, right? So it's not like phone call that uses the phone companies. And then that was developed because on the reflect of March 11th, the East Japan huge earthquake. Because at that time, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're gonna go into this. We're gonna go into this crowd. Doesn't look too crowded, but I guess a lot of people are trying to call each other. Oh, that's too many people. Oh, that's a dog. Cute little dogs. Yeah. There are way too many people. I'm going the other direction, so hopefully that'll empty out the garden that I'm heading at. So that so many people. But let's take a moment here. In Kyoto, I saw some walking there. Ferret is that common thing for a pet in Japan? I made a poor choice. I thought that was making a smart choice, but I chose I had to go somewhere. I had work this morning, so oh my god. Okay, hopefully I can escape this crowd. The timing was so bad. I just want to go to the park. And then these students and their family all at once. Come on. Oh my god. This is way too many people. I just wanted to enjoy like the whole building and then everything like that, and it's just like just need to escape from the crowd. Oh, maybe. This is a live stream. A bit more that I have to move forward to get away from this crowd, and so that I can show you more cherry trees. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I am not here to film these people. I didn't know they have an entrance ceremony today. And then at the entrance, there were... Oh my god! I just want to escape from that. I'm not running. I'm running. I'm running. But if I go here. How about this? Gee. Still, Dotonbori was, yeah. Well, this is just, they have the entrance ceremony, so everyone is at the same place. So we can now see from far this is Budokan. And then I saw some like security people, and it has some like signs earlier, and I was like, what? Do they have this much security for the park every day, right? Or maybe during Sakura season, that means they might say like, hey, you can't film, right? I was like, oh. And then I realized, I asked them, hey, so what's going on today? And they're like, oh, we have an entrance ceremony for university. I was like, oh, right? And I asked them, like, is there any restricted area? And like, no, we're just gonna use the Budokan. So don't worry, you can do whatever. The park are for everyone. Hey, Dawn, thank you so much for $20 super chat. Happy Hanami season. Yay! It's a little windy, but it is definitely a Hanami season or a Hanami day, because this is pretty much the only day that you can get in Tokyo that you can actually enjoy the weather and do some Hanami, decent Hanami. So I see some cherry down there, so we're gonna head there. But I also spotted some like purple over there, so I want to see some purple. And it looks like they have like some like questions, like what kind of tree is this? And there are some hints right here. You can get acorn. You can eat acorn. What? And wait, oh, where is it? Wait, thank you so much for the Superman and $10 super chat. Thank you so much. But yeah, and then you can like flip. I have no idea. Matebashi. I have no idea. But if you know about plants, you can go around and then do some quizzes. But this is a nice trail. There are so many different paths here, and this place is just so giant, and then just like random. Pretty sure, because like we saw some like castle gate looking building earlier, right? I had to kind of rush through it, but I think this is some sort of like historical location, and they have some memorials. So this is also one of the memorial, I think. Memorial from some war. Yeah, from war. I think like Japan versus Russia, I think. Okay. There was a cafe near the Budokan, so you could also get some coffee if you want. They had some decent food choice as well. And look at that, suddenly it's all purple. I'm assuming, I have no clue about any flowers. Probably no, just, you know, sakura and tulip and that's it. Rose maybe. Violet? Is it violet? Looks like it's bigger than violet. Violets are more smaller, I think. And you wanna know what those flowers are? It's really pretty. From afar, I thought those are lavenders. And then they have all the questions for trees, but they don't have questions for the flowers. So I have no idea what those flowers are. Japan coffee is very rich. Interesting. I've heard sometimes bitter. Well, there are many different kinds of coffee, right? But I hear a lot of people saying Japanese coffee are more sour. Japanese people like sour coffee, the bitter coffee. But I prefer something bitter. I enjoy espresso. What are these flowers? Oh, this one has a name. EQ by I have no idea. White flowers. If you compare to this, yeah, Sakura is still a little pink. They are really, really pink, like bright pink ones, like pink Sakura. And those bloom a little earlier than the Someyoshino. So I think they are all gone by now. Espressos are the way to go, I know, right? So I want to go over there. I see some Sakura trees. And then we have like some open areas. And the nice thing is that there are so many parks like this in Tokyo. And then it's free, or like even if they take entrance fees like 300 yens or something, and then they have like some benches and tables and you can just, you know, chit chat. And well, if you make a mess, of course it will be sometime, I guess you can get arrested, but you can publicly drink, right? So you can enjoy a little bit of drink in the nice weather as well. Oh, they are taking pictures after entrance. I keep thinking like entrance examination. No, it's entrance ceremony. Entrance examination is over, they passed. So Japan is like always talking about the decrease of its population, but like you saw how many people were in the crowd, right? So well, I mean, in my grandparents' generation, of course, they had like 7 to 10 siblings. So compared to that, of course, we have less children. However, well, that's like all the 18 years old, right? There's a carp. It's a huge carp. He's not afraid of people. There are some ducks as well. Ducks. I prefer coffee black, nor milk or sugar. I'm sure latte too. Depending on the mood. If I'm like eating something sweet, then sure, I probably want black coffee. But if I'm just go fishing, I don't think you can fish here. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Yeah, that's the other thing we gotta watch out, because if you go to like parks like this, you're not allowed to pick plants and take home, or you can't catch fish or any sort of like, you know, creatures, including bugs. So you gotta be careful. It's almost lunchtime, so people are finding some spaces under the tree. This is about how many people we would have for Hanami in Ehime all the weekend. But today it's Friday. So there's a sign that says like don't do any sports, interestingly. I think this cherry tree is the biggest around here. This doesn't have any leaves yet, so fully bloomed. I thought they would have some sort of food stalls, like make it like a little festival, but I haven't seen any. Let's cross the bridge over here. Tiny little bridge. There's another carp over there. I can't really see it. We can see a nice view from up there. How did I get there? Are those apple trees? No, can't be. There are some like really red. Are those flowers? So I always thought that Japan is the sakura country. Oh, these are roses. Those are tall roses. Well, no, not roses. What is this? This is also pretty too. It's very big, like that. Again, when I want to know the name of the tree, there is no plaque. Somebody had picked up the flower and then put it on each pole. Here. No, they're not hibiscus. Camellia? Maybe camellia. Okay, camellia. Camellia is actually a symbolic flower of Matsuyama Prefecture. And I thought Sakura was the symbol of Japan. It's not. It's not official flower of Japan. But well, when you think of Japan, you would think that it's it's Sakura, right? Look at that! Nice clouds too. Blue sky. We haven't had that blue sky for a while. Oh, I love it. I love this view. Maybe a little more than from the other side. We were on the other side earlier. You can see little tents. That's where you can take on the get on the boats. And this is the other side. It smells like nanohana. I don't know what to say in English, but like I like the contrast between the sakura and then also that's the highway down there and then the buildings. This is nice. really want to take a picture. Aw. I have other phone, but the phone is not as good as this phone that I'm streaming with. Wonder if I can do like panorama. Nope, not portrait. And then doing with my left hand is not something that you can easily do. There we go. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. It's hard to see. It gives you a reflection of the phone. But I really like the highway that you can peek through the sakura. You can also see other sakura trees on the others as well. See? If I zoom in, there's like a little park over there across the water, and water continues. So I don't know how to get there. I don't think we can, but yeah, Nanohana could be a little bit, yeah. Ooh, there's a little butterfly too. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Oh, there are some, but I can't zoom in. Oh, there are so many butterflies, the white butterflies. The yellow is pretty, but yes, if you have hay fever, those are not your friend. Dandelions too. Did you know like these dandelions are from the North America? These dandelions. So if you want to actually find a Japanese original, like native dandelions, and you're gonna find something white. Japanese dandelions are white, not yellow. Yellow are all from other countries. I have in my childhood, I try to like, once I learned it, I try to find it, and I think I found like 1 or 2. So it's not impossible, but still it's rare. Yeah. The sakura continues over here as well. Oh, this is nice view too. You can see the highway clearly. Cool, this is nice too. You get a nice blue sky. So speaking of sakura, I didn't know until like I got pointed out, but you know 100 yen coin, right? Japanese 100 yen coin. The back side of it has some sort of pictures. And 100 yen coin, these are actually cherry blossoms. Don't know if you can see it clearly, but these are supposed to be cherry blossoms. So Japanese people do care about cherry blossoms. It's just not somehow official Japan flower. Where are these people coming from? This park is just like so wide, and there are multiple entrances. So I don't know what is the right route. People are very respectful. So even if you're going the other directions, you don't have any problem. But these people are getting like having a nice bento, and I'm getting hungry. Path is getting narrower and narrower. So I don't know, maybe we're gonna get stuck somewhere. We'll see, we'll see.
だからさ、そのほらジャンバーがないとかジャージがないとか言って
Interesting story. I don't think that would work for everyone, and this is just like very weird even for me. I had like a light allergy starting from like maybe like February, the end of February until like March, and it wasn't so severe, but I would have like itchy eyes and runny nose and just sneeze and typical hay fever symptoms since I was like junior high or high school. No, I think more like junior high. And then so I usually go to the doctor around that time because like I know that would happen. So before that started happening, I would just go to the doctor and then get the lightest allergy medicine. And then once you take it, you're fine, right? So that becomes like my, you know, my routine. And then one day I decided to go to maybe these are roses. These look a little different from the last one, the camellia. This is like very perfect, like almost symmetrical. Wow. And the same thing. Somebody took their time to pick up those flowers and then put it on each pole. Funny. But oh, what was that? But yeah, when I study abroad in Hawaii, for precaution, because like you know, if you go to some other countries and you don't know what kind of plants they have over there, and you might develop new allergies, even things that you were not familiar with, right? And or maybe you just don't have, like, they don't have the particular plants that you're allergic to, and you get lucky. But most of the time, Japanese people are like, they react to any, I think including poison too, poison and medicine more sensitively compared to other race. And so we just need a smaller amount of pills and any sort of medicine. So before I studied abroad, we actually took a little bit of like orientation for like 3 days or something. And they told us a story that just because like your host family says like, oh, this is for just, you know, fever or for cough, and then just take one, right? And you shouldn't be doing that, because even if it's over the counter, because the dosage is very much different from Japan, and usually maybe it's double or tripled. And the girl who took the medicine passed right out. She was fine after being carried to the hospital, but that can happen. So they're like, well, the host family, or I don't think that would happen in school, but like host family or maybe friends are doing a favor to you, probably, but they're not trying to kill you or anything. However, medicine can be poison, and the wrong amount of medicine would either, you know, kill you or gives you like severe damage, right? And so I was like, well, I don't wanna get hurt, so, or to get sick. So I decided to take some medicine with me, like allergy medicine with me. And I never used it because I never had any symptoms, allergic symptoms when I was in Hawaii. But it makes sense because Japan has 4 seasons, right? And the spring is when I get the hay fever. However, Hawaii doesn't have 4 seasons, it's all summer. And so I was like, oh, yay, 1 year, you know, completely free from any allergic reactions. So like, yay, easy life. And then I came back. The following spring came. Didn't develop any allergic symptoms. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Well, you know, every year it's a little different. The season is a little bit different, so give it time. Still nothing. I was like, okay, maybe this year they didn't have that much pollen. And then the next year, and the next year, and the next year. Of course, like, you know, during university, I was in Missouri. But even in Missouri, no symptoms. So somehow my hay fever got cured, and I don't know why. I mean, like, I have a light asthma, so having like a lot of well, not just like pollen, but also, you know, the air dust and everything like that can cause a little bit of allergic reaction for me, but not like the hay fever allergic reactions, but more like a asthma attack. But it's not like really an attack. It's just like a little bit of like asthma. So I just need to take something like, you know, I just need to use some inhaler and I'll be fine. So we turned around and then we came to, I think, the other side of the park. This is like the main street, but I think they have different types. This is actually interesting. They have different types of sakura, as I was talking earlier. You can see slightly different colored sakura trees, like almost yellow ones as well. So there are like a little bit yellowish ones and the darker pink and almost white. And the fact that like most of them are covered in leaves, I'm pretty sure they are different from Sommelier Yoshino. And oh, are they doing some sort of event over there? Let's take a look. So there are over 100 different types of cherry trees, and I thought Japan has the largest numbers of cherry trees. I thought that's one of the reasons why cherry, like sakura, is really famous in Japan, and a lot of people want to see sakura in Japan. However, it looks like the world largest numbers of cherry trees are planted in Georgia, USA. So that's a surprise. That is a surprise. They said it's over 350,000 trees that are in like some town in Georgia. We're gonna try and cross, but I don't know what the building is, and I'm pretty sure that building has like some restriction. So we're gonna turn around if they're like, oh no, you can't film inside. I just want to see like what that is. But yeah, so is it another garden? Like some gardens are very strict, especially during sakura season. I'm pretty sure I have to use the umbrella. It's getting hot. I might use an umbrella. I'm pretty sure this is also different types of sakura, because it's lower. It's kind of pointing down. See? It's got more petals too. Okay. Yeah, there are some cops too. So I don't think we can just go in. Those are not security guard. Those are cops. Oops. Oh, this is the entrance to the highway. Weeping cherry. This is weeping cherry? I had no idea. So a little bit of Japan tip, especially you can easily get burned. A lot of people use umbrellas and sunscreen during summer, of course. However, the UV light the amount of UV that you get exposed is about the same or sometimes even worse during spring. So I have my sunscreen on, but it's getting very, very bright and hot, and I can feel it on my face. So here comes umbrella. Ooh. What is this? So this is part of Kokyo, so like Emperor Garden or whatever. That's why you can't get in. That makes sense. Like you can't enter from here. This is just exit only. I don't know like if you can actually go into Tokyo without like paying. Oh, they have a sightseeing bus. Hey, one of my favorite Kyushu had Fusha. I have no idea. What kind of color is that? Never seen it. Kirsten, you are way too fast. One of the things I brought back with me this year, a UV blocking umbrella. Yep. Seems like you should be buying a new one every year. Somehow the effect will be kind of get degraded over years, but it's hard to predict something, hard to see something that you can't see. It's gonna go around because it's just nice. Even the road is pink and a pink car. Purple? Yeah, more like purple. Close enough. Pinkish? Yeah. Pink enough. And then once you start seeing those runners, you are around a Kokyo area. Kokyo area is very popular for, you know, running. Fuchsia. I didn't think there are so many cherry trees in Tokyo. There's a really white one too. Oh, almost noon, almost lunchtime. What should I eat for lunch? See, runner. I've done a Honolulu marathon when I was in high school, but that wasn't my thing. It was fun. The view is absolutely gorgeous because it's, you know, the ocean and a mountain, and then you can get some like treats and things like that. So it was absolutely fun. But if I want to do more again, no. Like all those, I remember now. Actually, there are so many streets in Tokyo that has sakura trees along them. So I remember bicycling once with Norm, and we saw all the cherry trees. So looks like we can head to, if you want, we could go to Tokyo Station. That's where we are going. I'm trying to figure out like where I started this live stream. Like Tokyo is really compact. I have no idea. Seeing the nice weather is making me want soft cream. Yeah, I love soft cream. Some kushiyaki and a cold drink. Kushiyaki is wait, that's kushikatsu? I was gonna say like, oh, because you went to Osaka, but that's kushikatsu, right? Suddenly it's very windy. Oh, the fun. That's fun. It's a nice day, maybe a sandwich. You guys are making me hungry. Oh god. So windy. I do not think you can go in, but I have no idea because it says this looks like an entrance. It says entrance, but then at the same time it says please enter from Sakashita Gate for public opening of Inui Street. I do not have any idea. Let's try here. The garden's opening calendar. April 4th. Sure. And it doesn't say that you can't film, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in. I never come to Kokyo though. The green looks very good on the camera. Soft cream last week. Mikan flavored and Sakura flavored. Oh, you like Sakura flavored? Mikan, like, it's just orange, right? So it's probably not so many people hate it, but like Sakura flavor is a little bit kind of. Oh, okay. All right, so I guess we have to turn around because I'm not gonna do that. So if you want to come to the East Gardens of the Imperial Palace, that's how you say it, huh? Yeah, there's a cop too. Hi, cop. So baggage inspection is conducted at the entrance, so there's no way that I can, like, you know, film. I have to put it away. I think inside you can take pictures and videos, and then I have to open out a bag and then empty my pockets and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure they don't want us to be filming the whole procedure. So let's turn around and I keep going on the main street. So how's everybody doing? So last time we did this kind of walk, I think at least 2 people said that they were in Japan. Have you guys gone back, or are you still here in Japan? And if you are still in Japan, where are you right now? Too much jet lagged. Too much mikan flavor things. I'm pretty sure you're talking about ehime. I don't think there are that many things that are mikan flavored in ehime. I mean, we do push mikan for sure. Have you ever had? No, I'm here until the 17th. Oh yay! Oh, you're in Fukuoka now. Nice. How's Sakura in Fukuoka? Fukuoka is warmer than Tokyo, so I'm assuming it's coming to an end. Head off to Nagoya tomorrow. I've never been to Nagoya. Have I? I don't think I have ever been to Nagoya. It's kind of funny because, like, Ehime people kind of have like a, not a thing. Thing is like a good meaning. I was gonna say like Ehime people have a thing for Nagoya people. It's like, no, not really. More like we see them as kind of like an enemy. It's because Nagoya is in Aichi prefecture, and the kanji for Aichi and Ehime is the same. It starts with love. So Ehime is such in a countryside, and it is Shikoku in a different island. So whenever Japanese people, whenever they see the kanji of Ehime, they instantly assume it's Aichi. And it's very common for so many people. And if you say that you are from Ehime, verbally, they're not gonna make a mistake. But if you type it out, like if you write it in kanji, they're like, oh, so you're from Aichi. And it's like, no. Ehime, read the whole two kanjis. So Ehime people don't really like Aichi people. Nothing to do with the people there, but just because it's just like same kanji. I kept buying mikan juices. Nice. Did you see all the different types of mikan juice? Do you have any favorite? Like the typical one is unshu, mikan, unshu orange or tangerine. So that's I think that's one of the tangerines that were imported from China, and it's like mandarin, right? Mandarin is like a type of Chinese, and we say mandarin or tangerine, right? So it's not, they are not oranges; they are like mandarins, tangerines. Where are we heading to? I have no idea. That looks like a museum. That's as far as I know. I know that's a museum, but I don't know what kind of museum. Tokyo Kokuritsu Kindai Bijutsukan. If you can find it on the map, let me know. Because Tokyo is very big, so if we keep going, we have no idea we're gonna end up or where we're gonna end up. And I have to go back to school after this. So my school is a little bit difficult to access to. But if I go to, because I saw the sign for Tokyo Station, and if I go to Tokyo Station, I should be fine. If that's where we are heading to. If we were going to somewhere completely different, I'll figure out. So yeah, I prefer Kiyomi because it's a little sweet, but it's not like too sweet. It's refreshing. But like if you want to go for like Ryokan, that's kind of like sour and bitter at the same time. So I used to work in a souvenir shop in Dogo, and then they had how many? I don't know, at least like 20 different kinds of orange juices. And yeah, so we have signs as well, but like we also explain the differences to the customers. Anybody find where I am right now? I think that's so okay. So the intersection is called Takebashi. I want to go to Tokyo Station if possible. So I'm at Takebashi intersection, and then the building that we see is Mainichi Shimbun. So Mainichi newspaper company. I don't know if they have like multiple branches, but the museum that we just passed by is Kokuritsu Kindai Bijutsukan, Kindai Museum. Let me know if you find it, because I can't use Google when I'm live streaming. My phone doesn't have data. So if you can find it, and if you can guide me to Tokyo Station, just let me know how many minutes it'll take for me to go to. Oh, we have Takebashi Station here, but I can't take that. So I have come to Tokyo from Tokyo Station, so if I look around and I might notice, but also I'm not good with directions. So yeah, if you can find it. Oh, Here you go, Kirsten, always, thank you. You're about halfway to 2/3 of the way around the palace. Keep going the way you're going. Keep moving to do the, okay, thank you. Yay, so I'm on the right path. Oh, another cherry tree. I wonder if I can just get some like ekiben kind of like nice bento at the Tokyo station when they come out, and then just do like a little bit of hanami. 15, oh yay! Not bad. That's like actually perfect. Thank you, Kirsten. I think, did we take that? I know that I tried to go into Imperial Palace before, just the garden. And then I think I didn't go in, because they're like, oh, you're not allowed to kind of take photos, like videos for commercial purpose. And I just couldn't tell the YouTubers would be commercial purpose or not. And so that time I just came to Tokyo. I was afraid of Tokyo people. They could be very straightforward sometimes. And so I went to a slightly different direction, like the garden that's attached to the Imperial Palace. So there's no inspections, no guard, no cops. But I see some people lined up over there, over the bridge. So one thing I noticed since I came to Tokyo is that wherever you go, you see all those like buildings like these, and then bridges and things, like anything, like literally anything that you have only seen in the history textbook. And oh, admission free, but I'm pretty sure like they will do the inspection as well, so we can't really go in. I mean, like if I'm willing to do the inspection, we can, but I'm pretty sure I have to turn off the camera as well, so we'll see how far we can go. But there's like a yeah, that's the okay, so that's the inspection that they are doing. Shall we try it? Because it's just like we need to. I thought they have like a metal detector and things like that. But like I want to go to the. What should I do? What should I do? But okay, so I don't think we can come out this way. We're gonna go back all the way back to the exit that we saw. So let's keep going. We'll try the other time. It doesn't say you can't film though. So I was gonna say, like, I think it's easier for Tokyo children to learn all those famous places in the history, because there are so many places they have already visited before, or if they want, they can. So not just like they are learning from textbook, but they can actually go to those places and then learn in different ways. Yeah, I mean, like I could put it in my pocket, or I could just like straight up and say, hey, because I don't want to get arrested, right? So I was straight up and say, hey, can I live stream? And if they said no, like, I'm not gonna say live stream, like, can I film? And if they said no, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, right? And I'll just like go away. But my worry was more that it has like a certain route that you have to take, which means I won't be able to get out from wherever I go in. It's more like we will get out of the gate that we passed by like 15 minutes ago. So which means we're going backwards. So some other time. It's okay, it's not gonna go anywhere. So many people running. Nothing is familiar to me at the moment. Ow. My umbrella got stuck in the branch. There's another subway. Like all the salarymans are just like taking a break at the park. That's how you work in Japan. I mean, they are just like taking a, not taking a break, like, you know, lunch break or something. But surprising amount of businessmen are just chilling in a coffee shop and outside, because if they go back to their office, the boss was like, oh, why are you already back here? You should be hitting up all those clients, potential clients, and make sales. And they don't want to face their boss, so they want to pretend that they are working. So they will just like escape to the outside, and then they might visit like 1 or 2 clients, but other than that, they would just sit in a coffee shop or sit in the park just playing with their phones, and wait until the end of the day, and then they get home. Some of them, I'm pretty sure they make like fake lists, and it's like, oh, I went there today, but you know, all of them said no, you didn't make any sales. And then a lot of people want to get overtime. But it's kind of like similar to North America's tip system. So like when you want to work as a waitress, you don't make much money off of base salary, right? And what you want is tip. So that's kind of the overtime for Japanese people. So Japanese people base pay is kind of low, and so they trying to get lazy as much as possible. And then at the end of the day, they would say like, oh, hey boss, I had to do this and this and this and this and this, but I didn't have time. I was so busy, and so I have to stay here and work on these for the next 2 hours. And then boom, you can get like a little bit of, you can collect a little bit of overtime. That who actually make the employees work, actually like make them work for more than like 100 hours, like 100 hours overtime per month or something. The Japanese like labor law has been getting stricter and stricter, and what happened, the connection is a little weak. Why? There are not so many people. Oh, okay, because I'm near water, that's why. Water hates me. And so yeah, raise, you can't really get a raise in Japan. So the system, Japanese corporate system is that you can only get a raise when you get a title, when you earn a title, okay? But to get a title means you are no longer Like the company is no longer obligated to pay you the overtime fee, because the getting a title means you are responsible, you are in charge of overseeing your underlings. So which means overseeing your underlings, supervising is your job, and you should be working, how can I say, you should be working as much as you need to. So some people don't want to get a raise, don't want to get a title, but in Japan you don't have any choice. It's depending on how many years you have worked in that company. So once you pass that year, you are automatically get a title. And once you get a title, no overtime fee. So it doesn't matter if you're like doing like 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours overtime, your salary won't change, because like the company was like, oh, that's why we were paying you extra to begin with. But many people, most of the Japanese people prefer that way rather than like doing something on their own, because Japanese education is like you will do things that you are told to do. So it just, Japanese companies' expectations to those workers are kind of low, and then they know that they won't do 100% of work, and they are giving them pretty much a tenure. So as long as they don't commit a crime, even if they cut some slack, they just get away from the office for hours and hours and just go to a coffee shop and play video games on their phones, the company won't say anything, right? And then they pay the salary. So, which means if you don't work hard, if you don't want to work hard, that's the best way. You can get a fine amount of salary. You can get the health insurance. Well, Japan is a safe country. You're gonna get robbed most of the times. So it works both ways. But like if it's like, Western, like North America style, Japanese people cannot accept that, because if you are the person who is passionate about the work, and if you want to do more and more and more and be better at their job, great, that's a great opportunity. And then even if you are young, if you bring in great results to the company, you will get a raise, you will get the position, and then that becomes your motivation. You want to do more. But most of the Japanese people don't want to do that, because they have studied so much to get into good university, good high school, good university, and then they are so tired of doing and putting any efforts to anything. So the parents' mindset as well is that you have to go to good schools, because once you go to good schools, you can go into good companies who won't bankrupt, so that you won't get fired. So as long as you just stick with your 9 to 5 Monday to Friday work schedule, you really don't have to do anything, and then you just can't get the base salary, and you just need to find a way around it so that you don't have you can pretend working, but you don't have to work much. So that's kind of the mindset as like overall. And of course there are some Japanese people who are like, nope, I don't want to do that. I want to be paid right for my my ability, skills, not hours that I put in. So if I fail, I take the hit. Like like and you know, and if I succeed, I want to gain more. Because like it has to go both ways, right? If you want to get a raise, if you want to get more money by contribute to the company, and then you would get a hit when you failed as well. So Japan doesn't care about the result. We say like, oh, it's okay, you can fail. You can fail. We will pay for you, no matter what happens, right? This is also an exit as well. I have no idea. But anyway, are we getting closer to Tokyo Station? I see the sign over there. I think we need to keep going. I remember there is the what? Crosswalk. Tokyo Station. That's a very difficult sign to read. Am I going this way? It's way too windy. Left now, thank you. Thank you, Kirsten. Sometimes I feel like salarymen never go home. It'll be like 11 p.m. on Wednesday and then barely being nomikai. That has changed. It really has changed. So very much people who wants to do overtime, most likely they want to collect overtime money as much as they can. And then two, because people do that, a lot of companies have changed their rules that they can't do overtime anymore. And three, Japanese company has different like starting time. So those people who finish work at 11 p.m. most likely they start their work around like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Straight this down, okay. Yeah, because this is Otemachi station. And then as for nomikai, because of the COVID, nomikai, culture pretty much died. So not so many people go to nomikai. Like there aren't so many nomikais that you have to attend. So there are only like few companies that force people to do nomikai and have you worked until like very, very late, no matter. My brother's company is kind of similar, I guess. But like there are times that he can go home very early because depending on the season, you have so much work to do, and then the other season you don't really have much thing to do, so you can go home on time. But a lot of people actually complain because like some people want to get some overtime payment, and then some people are counting on them. And so if the company say, oh, you're working too much and you have to go home, some employees kind of complain like, no, I have to stay extra 2 hours so that I can collect overtime, and I want to do it. But then the company is like, no, it's company policy, you can't surpass like this amount of overtime per month and you must go home. So I guess like kind of like social media has painted the picture like, oh, Japanese salarymen like work like 20 hours a day and they're hard workers, and like Japanese payment is low, and then blah blah blah. It's like, nah, not really. Okay, I want to go in. I see some trains over there. I'm pretty sure like they just need to go down the street, right? I stayed in Shimbashi and I was surprised the number of people out on a work night. It's just like they just want to get together. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. So nomikai, like the nomikai phrase in like in Japanese work culture, that like you can't really say no to your senpai and boss and things like that, and you have to go to nomikai even if you don't want to. That's just like part of it. Japanese people in general, they like drinking. They drink every day. So they would go to like a bar and an izakaya and things like that after work. It doesn't matter if it's like work days. Like I have done nomikai with my friends. Like even if with your friends, we call it nomikai. So Japanese people in general, they just want to get drunk. Because especially Japanese guys, their personality changes 180 degrees. It's almost scary. It's like two different people. So, because Japanese, especially Japanese men, kind of like think that they can't really express themselves if they're sober, and they're mostly shy. And it doesn't matter what age they are in. Sometimes like older men are worse. It's like I've gone to one like a nomikai with like a bunch of other people, and then that was for a host friend. I hosted a girl from Poland, I think, once, and then with all the host families and all the Polish students, and then people who were involved, like staff and everything, got together in a restaurant, and then you can drink if you want. And I was driving, so I didn't drink. And the family who was sitting next to me, the father, he was part of the staff, part of the organization, but also I think they didn't have enough host families, so he was hosting two girls for that night. And it's not like he was like single. He was like father of like two sons, and his sons were with him for the dinner. And then the father got drunk. And then he's very loud, and he's very somewhat touchy, right? And then he's like saying some like bad jokes to the high school girls who he was hosting and everything like that. And like he doesn't speak any English, and the girls knows that he doesn't understand English. So the two girls turn to me and say, "Hey, like please take us." Please take us as well. I don't want to go home with him, right? I was like, he should be fine. He's just drunk. He will be like very, very shy once he's sober up. So don't worry. And then they were like, okay. But then the funny thing is the next morning, so it was just like a one night host family situation. So the next morning, I took my host student to wherever the meetup space, and the same guy was staffed, like he was there, and he's like way down the hallway and then standing next to like the wall, and then he saw me, and I was like right, because like we are at the restaurant, right? And so I was like gozaimasu, right? And he refused to talk to me. He refused to even look at me. And then that's the situation that Japanese salarymen are in. And so they have to go to all those nomikai within their friends and co-workers and stranger even, maybe, I don't know, in order to be, they think themselves, but like just crazy crazy part of themselves. Anyway, so that's the Yamanote. So I just need to go straight and right, maybe. I don't think I saw Tokyo Station yet. I don't know, not me. This one old guy, the things he was saying to his women colleague would have him go straight to HR in the US. Yeah. So yeah, like there are certain things in Japan that are kind of overlooked, and there are so many things, especially like a sexual thing, that can be either A, like instant termination if it's a work situation, or two, sometimes like can get charged with a criminal offense, right? But kind of got let it slide because like things that like some, especially old men, thinks like just the culture. So, but it's not just like men and women, but it's more like, I think I saw someone like a foreign man talking about the same thing. He got bonded over like Japanese men when they're drinking, and then next day he was like, he thought that he got like very they got know each other, and then they became like best friends at the end of the night. And so the foreign guy approached to the Japanese guy like, hey, what's up, like yesterday was awesome. And then like and then the Japanese guy was like, oh, hi, hey. And then the foreigner was like, what the, like we talked so much last night, and then now you're acting like I'm a stranger. And so that's like a typical thing for Japanese men. And yeah, we are getting close. So many people running. Yeah, I'm gonna go along the track. But I'm trying to figure out if it's right or left. I saw Yamanote line, so I know that's going to go to Tokyo Station at some point. I'm thinking right because I was taking a peek at, because I knew that it was gonna be on my left when I was walking along the Imperial Palace, the garden. But I didn't see Tokyo Station yet, which means I haven't passed Tokyo Station. So should be taking a right here. Random stones and grass in the middle of nowhere. I was like, this is like dead center of Tokyo. I don't think those are real grass though. There we go, you can feel a little bit of nature. What is this place? Oh, is this like a lounge that you can just chill? That looks nice. What is this place? They have some cafe, but there are some people who haven't ordered anything, right? They're just like, eating bento. But this is for the people who work here. That makes sense. That really makes sense. I saw like a peak gate that you have to scan your tag. So I'm pretty sure this would lead to Tokyo. Ah, yes, I saw it. I saw the brick walls. Yay, Tokyo Station! I wonder if there are any sakura trees around Tokyo Station. Ow. Maybe, maybe not. Alright. Umbrella time. Here we go. It's been 1 hour and 40 minutes, so apologize in advance if the live stream suddenly stops. That means my battery is dead. I cannot check how much battery I have while I'm streaming. Maybe not. Maybe they don't have cherry trees here. Interesting. This is like one of the symbolic places I thought that they would have. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna turn around. Oops. All right, so Tokyo Station in the back. Thank you for watching. This is it. We made it to Tokyo Station, so thank you for the cooperation, giving you directions and everything. Mostly Kirsten and Dawn, but everyone else as well. And I know that I'm using the umbrella, so you can't really see anything in the background. But alright, I'm gonna get to work and I will see you next time.